Hello, everybody. This is Noah and John, and we are from UrbanDigs, and it is Monday, so you're going to get your Brooklyn weekly market update. John, let's get right to it. I'm looking at Brooklyn supply, not much of it, 2410. Show me that chart.
Yeah, 2410. And again, Noah, this is basically, we're looking at the number of listings that have been updated in the last 30 days. So we're really trying to gauge listings that are being actively marketed by brokers. And that number, Noah, is down a touch from last week. So supply in Brooklyn still going sideways.
Right. I'm glad you brought that up, John. We do have a number of listings that are still on the market for sale, but they have not been updated over 30 days. Those are considered stale for these chart purposes. They are there for search. I think there's like a good 900 or so more listings in that case. That's always like that, but we like to focus on the updated actively. Thank you for pointing that out. Let's move on to demand pending sales. That just marches on 3,452. Johnny, show me that chart.
Yeah, it is. And that's up another 3.5% from the week before. And it was only just a few weeks ago. No, we were down around 2,800 or so, thinking it looks like pending sales has turned the corner. And certainly it has. We're up 600 or so since then. So pending sales, the bottom was in and the trend is up.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, there's this what's going on macro, right? We're getting some macro concerns. The stock market's had a little more volatility. We got this whole geopolitical thing going on. Look at rates. Look at rates. That is the story for today. The 10-year treasury yields at 2.1. All right. So we have to expect that that's going higher. We got to think that mortgage rates are going higher. I'm not seeing, if we're going to have a slowdown in this market, we're going to see it in the weeklies. We're going to get there right away. But you're going to start to see it in pending sales. You'll start to see it in contract activity. So make a note of these levels and see whether or not we're going up or down. Because when I go to the weeklies, I'm not seeing any slowdown. And that's kind of the point with all this stuff going on. Doesn't mean it's not happening, but like there's probably a 2 to 3 week lag before all that stuff that's happening in real time funnels down to this. And you're about a week and a half into it. So it's still a bit early. With that said, John, let's look at the supply, 285 things. That goes up. Show me that chart.
Yeah, that's up 6% from the week before. And that's, I suppose you would say that's a good thing to see for Brooklyn. I think Brooklyn needs all the supply it can get. So the addition of nearly 300 listings on a weekly level is a step in the right direction.
Exactly. I would agree with that. And now we have to just wonder, is this macro stuff affecting it? And again, too early to tell. We'll know over the next coming weeks. So keep an eye out on Brooklyn. We will keep you informed. Johnny, let's look at contract signed, 215. That is still healthy. Show me that chart.
Yeah, and that's up another 2.5% or so from the week before. And look, 215 listings. If you look at what was active, 285. You take the contract signed off. I mean, you're not left with a lot of listings as a buyer here.
No. No, you're not. And I'm glad you did that because, I take 285, I take 215. That's only like 70 listings net. And you know what? Let's take a chart and let's do this visually. Let's take that whole concept and we'll do it visually, Johnny. And you were nice enough to bring up this data. And what we did is we took down the inventory in Brooklyn, and that blue is going to be your total count. The green is going to be the existing. So that's going to be over 30 days. And then your red is going to be your fresh under 30-day inventory. Notice how low that red is. That red is only way down here, okay? And right below that red is what, Johnny? What'd you do over here?
That's a contract sign. So it's a way of layering contract sign on top of it, so we can kind of get a sense for how much contract sign takes away from inventory. And you can see, I mean, pretty much starting in late 2020, early 2021. The contract signs on a monthly level are basically just decimating the inventory that's coming in. So Brooklyn demand running hot, and that's basically draining inventory. And it's, again, why we need supply in Brooklyn.
Yeah, and it's being absorbed. It's being absorbed. That's how you have to look at it. And if you are a seller, if you are an existing seller and you're on the market 3, 4, 5 months, you got to just think to yourself, what are the buyers looking at? Why am I not getting activity? The buyers are looking at the fresh stuff. The fresh stuff is getting absorbed because they're priced right. Everything else is just kind of lingering and stale. Lower your price, get down to where the market is. Johnny, thank you so much for pulling up all this data. This is really good stuff. That is John Walkup. I am Noah Rosenblatt. We are both from UrbanDigs. If you guys got questions, we got answers. Please just visit our forum right down here. If you want any of the reports in today's podcast, just show us right over here. Other than that, this has been your Brooklyn Weekly Market Update, and we'll catch you next time.